And in a very practical way, how people can get away of fear and eliminate this blockage made by fear in their daily life.
So, we have to take you on a little journey into the quantum field, because this is where you can understand from a more scientific perspective, and to give you something that feels tangible, some kind of understanding, because ultimately everything is frequency and energy. Everything in the universe is frequency and energy. That is how we are currently expressing these messages through this vessel. We are sending down the information through frequency and vibration, which is translated by the brain of this vessel to bring through these words. Mm. So if you look at your life, if you look at your life starting as a baby, or even before that, your whole life, if you would refer to it as a movie, and you would imagine that your life's movie is just the way that movies worked in the old cinemas, where the movie consists of this long it's a roll of film, and as the movie is being projected, these scenes are moving so fast that it appears that it's moving. And if you would take your life's movie with all of those movie scenes from when you were born to where you are now, to where you see yourself right now when you look in your mirror in the morning, and you take that film strip, it's a very long one, and you cut it into pieces, and then you stack them all on top of each other, that is how your life appears on a quantum level. Every version of you exists here and now, all in parallel. And you are right now at the top of this stack. Then you could imagine that there is yet another stack, which consists of all the future versions of you. However, here it becomes a little bit more tricky, because there is an infinite amount of possibilities for the future versions of you. There is an infinite amount of possibilities. So there is a lot of piles. And as these heightened energies come into Earth, they are triggering you because the intention is for you to ascend. But as you want to ascend to the higher frequencies, everything that is an old density, an energetic imprint that is weighing you down, it cannot come with you to this higher frequency. Which means that the versions of you through this whole stack that are still carrying deep emotional imprints of things that have happened, experiences of fear, of loss, of grief, of sadness, abandonment, whatever it may be, it's all still present, because you are carrying all those energetic imprints inside of your body, and it's stored in your subconscious. So as this ascension process happens, those old stories, wounds, programmings, paradigms, whatever you want to call them, will rise up to the surface, and ultimately they will represent a version of you, that is still holding on to those energetic blockages. And there are many of those that come back all the way to when you were little, because there was a lot of programming done during the first years before your analytical mind was developed, so that you could filter in what was true and what was not true. You just accepted everything as true. So when these fears come up, if you take a little bit of time to feel into what version of you is feeling fear, or is feeling grief, or is feeling worried or anxious, or you might get a clue. And this is not about digging, because we don't want you to get stuck. But if you realize that this is all energy, it's all energy. And in the quantum field, everything is energy and frequency, and everything is moving, everything is vibrating. There is no status quo. So the moment you decide to shine your light, your consciousness, and your love on this version of you, there will be a shift in this energy. Because the moment you embrace it and you shine your love on it, it will dissolve. And that is what we would refer to as a process of transmutation. And sometimes this is also linked to allowing the body to express this physically, to release physically. And that release might come as tears. It may come as anger, wanting to scream, wanting to shout, wanting to stamp your feet. Whatever feels good to you. The moment you ask, your higher self knows exactly. So the moment you ask for support, please show me what I need to see about myself. Please show me. We promise you that you will receive the answer, if not in that moment, at some other point in time. Suddenly you just get this epiphany and you recognize that feeling from a version of you. It might be your 14-year-old self. It might be your 20-year-old self, your 35-year-old self. It doesn't matter, because there are so many things that you have been through. But know that nothing of those experiences and those energies that you have collected, they are not yours to carry. You can release them in any moment. And because of the heightened energies, you are so supported in this release process. And as you release, as you transmute, as you heal yourself from the inside, as you bring those versions of you with you, you will rise higher. Because this is the thing, you can never run from yourself. And all of these versions exist in parallel from a quantum perspective. So as you integrate them, as you let them be heard, let them be seen, let them be loved by your current self, that is how you integrate, that is how you heal, you release, you transmute, and then you ascend. And we also want to point out that what can feel really scary is that you are equipped as a human being. You are equipped with a body and a mind. And as these intense energies come in, they will have an effect on your nervous system. And many of you, we know that many of you have felt it. You have felt a nervousness in the body. You may have felt a bit overwhelmed, stressed, sometimes super energized, to then in the next moment feel absolutely exhausted, feeling brain fog, feeling all kinds of things. And as the nervous system gets triggered, your body will think that there is something to fear, that there is a threat. And as the body perceives this threat, it moves into a fear state, which triggers a fight, flight, freeze response, sending signals to the mind that the problem needs to be solved. You are not safe. And in this modern day reality, this can take the form of scrolling on social media, trying to find the next solution, the salvation, the one that promises you that if you only do this, your whole life will change. If you only attend this course, this retreat, this, whatever it is, and your mind will feel such satisfaction finding these solutions to the so-called problem. And it will also release hormones. So your own system, your own body-mind system is in a way hijacking you. And this is where we would really like to emphasize the importance of you stepping out, coming back into your heart, coming back into the seat of your soul, of your consciousness, realizing that you are not those emotions and you are not those thoughts. And that any moment in time, you can help your body, you can help your nervous system to come back into peace and alignment. Find the tools that work for you, whether it's taking a nice walk in nature, whether it's lying down in a bathtub, whether it's going for a yoga session, whatever works for you. Let your body calm down, connect back into your heart, and release the mind. And the moment the body feels safe, those incessant thoughts of solving the problem, chasing the solution, and also telling you all the disasters that might be luring around the corner, those thoughts will calm down as well, and you can move yourself back into center. Because everything that you need resides inside of you. You are the remedy. You are the medicine. You have all the alchemy inside of you, and it all comes back to your heart.
Okay, nice. Thank you.